Welcome back to the show. You are watching Cartoon Analysis. I'm your host Giovanni Perez Mendez, and in this video, I will be reviewing Season 3 Episode 3 Part 1 of Star vs. the Forces of Evil, other known as Puddle Defender. Let's get into this. Back to the Temple of Glossorix, where Star and Moon reside currently. An open shot surrounding is the normal environment seen with it last. The food vending machine inside appears to be empty, and below it is dark magic spreading on the floor, with it awakening Moon, who becomes shocked of what's happening. She wakes up Star, who is dreaming about her normal routine with Marco on Earth and has no idea what is currently happening at the moment. Both Glossorix statues begin leaking more dark magic inside the main part of the sanctuary, and Star tries rushing to the commission's pods before it is too late. Moon grabs her since there is not enough time for both to save them. They try to escape normally, but since it doesn't work, Star uses her wand and blasts a hole through the building. Leaking out is both Star and Moon, and then the sanctuary and the dark magic begins to sink into the water, disappearing forever. Because of this, Moon realizes she has run out of magic as well. Star spots Ludo's rat minions again, and both Star and Moon hide behind a log while watching them. Star then tries using her wand once more to shoot at them. Since Toffee has contaminated the wand, Moon grabs it away from Star, stopping her from using it, and will only allow it to be used once they figure out a strategy. Star tells her mother they should just go on ahead and defeat Toffee now, but Moon doesn't want to at the moment since she only wants to keep both of them safe. With the dangers surrounding them, Moon wants to find a new hiding spot. As symbolism, Star sees a frog and knows exactly where to go. Once they arrive at the doorstep, Star and Buff Frog reunite. But awkwardly, Moon and he have a strange first encounter. Star then tells Moon what his occupation was before living alone again. This shocks her and has a private chat with Star since Buff Frog is a monster. But Star convinces both her mom and Buff Frog they should stay at where they are currently. Moon gives Buff Frog the silent treatment when entering, but obviously, Star doesn't. Buff Frog then explains the requirements on things the two of them are allowed to do in his house. The new environment scares Moon a bit, but is fine as long as Star is safe. Star then asks where the children are, and right after is jumped by them. After Moon is introduced to them, Buff Frog explains that Ludo had taken control of their castle as of their absence. This frightens Star and explains to Buff Frog, Toffee was the one who has taken control since he never knew about that one situation. Star then realizes her father is still in the castle and immediately wants to go save him. Moon objects and wants to stay where they are to be safe. After Moon has an awkward situation only asking where the washroom is, Star explains to Buff Frog she has monster issues. She then asks Buff Frog for a favor to distract her mother while she finds Toffee and defeats him. After Moon returns, her and Buff Frog begin playing a game while Star tries to leave. After Star convinces her mother of going off to do something else in another room, Buff Frog lists a bunch of monster games that all involve derogatory things towards humans. They begin to play Puddle Defender, while Star finally tries to make her escape, and Buff Frog has trouble keeping that a secret from Queen Moon. The Queen and Buff Frog both start arguing about the faults of humans and monsters since both are different and enemies. The conversation then leads to talking about the safety of watching over their kids in the argument, and finally gets to Buff Frog's breaking point. After that, Buff Frog breaks the promise and stops Star from escaping. And as a failsafe, he locks down his house, keeping both the Queen and Star safe from harm's way. Moon then apologizes and Buff Frog takes her side. Star storms off in anger with the children and walks around the room in anger. Katrina then speaks up as the only one who can talk yet and helps Star escape. Star and she both have similarities since they use it as a way to go to the club and dance. Katrina asks about the plan, and Star responds by saying she will just wing it. She then becomes worried for her, but Star reassures her. Star then marches off to the Mune Kingdom, but Katrina lost all faith in her ever-beating Toffee. Thanks for watching the video. Please make sure to subscribe and turn on bell notifications for this channel to receive updates of whenever I upload or stream. Leave a like to show your support and comment down below your thoughts and opinions. Finally, share this video with your friends and family to help Team Analyzer become stronger. I'm your host Giovanni Perez Mendez signing out.